Welcome back. In this session, we are going to explore another powerful forecasting tool in project management, the Two Complete Performance Index or TCPI. If you're joining us directly here, pause and go back to the earlier sessions on forecasting part A and B. That way, you'll already have a solid understanding of concepts like EAC and VAC, which TCPI builds upon. Think of TCPI as your final lap calculator in a marathon. It tells you exactly how fast you need to run from this point onwards if you still want to finish within the time you promised. Here's the definition. TCPI is a measure of the cost performance you need to achieve in the future in order to meet a specific budget goal. In simple words, it tells you, how efficiently must I use the remaining money to finish the project on target? The formula is work remaining divided by funds remaining. That can be written as BAC minus EV divided by BAC minus AC if you're still working with the original budget. BAC minus EV divided by EAC minus AC if the budget has been revised with a new forecast. So remember, TCPI always compares how much work is left against how much money is left. Let's look at an example. Suppose your project has a budget at completion, BAC, of 600,000 AED. At the end of month 3, your planned value, PV, was 300,000 AED. Your actual cost, AC, is 315,000 AED. And your earned value, EV, is 270,000 AED. Now let's calculate. Work remaining is equal to BAC minus EV is equal to 600,000 minus 270,000 is equal to 330,000. Funds remaining is equal to BAC minus AC is equal to 600,000 minus 315,000 is equal to 285,000. So TCPI is equal to 330,000 divided by 285,000 is equal to 1.15. What does this mean? From now on, your team needs to deliver 1.15 AED worth of work for every 1 AED you spend. In other words, you need to perform 15% better than before to stay on budget. Let's make sense of these numbers. If TCPI is equal to 1, you can continue with the same performance. You're right on track. If TCPI is less than 1, good news. You can deliver with less cost efficiency than before and still meet the target. If TCPI is greater than 1, you're in trouble. You need to perform better than you have in the past. Exam tip: whenever you see need to improve future performance in a question, think of TCPI. But what if your original BAC is no longer realistic and management has approved a revised estimate at completion, EAC? Let's take the same example, but now the EAC is updated to 650,000 AED. Work remaining is equal to BAC minus EV is equal to 600,000 minus 270,000 is equal to 330,000. Funds remaining is equal to EAC minus AC is equal to 650,000 minus 315,000 is equal to 335,000. So TCPI is equal to 330,000 divided by 335,000 is equal to 0.98. This means you only need to deliver 0.98 AED worth of work for every 1 AED spent. In other words, your project is now in a more comfortable position under the revised budget. Let's compare the two cases. Using BAC, TCPI was 1.15, meaning you need to perform better than before. Using EAC, TCPI was 0.98, meaning you can perform at the same or even slightly less efficient level and still meet the new target. This is why PMBOK tells us, if BAC is no longer viable, switch to using EAC in your TCPI calculation. So always check the exam question carefully. Are they asking you to calculate TCPI based on the original budget, BAC, or the revised budget, EAC? Now let's wrap up. TCPI is equal to work remaining divided by funds remaining. Use BAC if you're sticking with the original plan. Use EAC if management has approved a revised estimate. If TCPI is greater than 1, you need better performance going forward. If TCPI is less than 1, you can relax a bit. You are in a safer zone. Think of TCPI as your course correction indicator. It tells you how hard you must push from today onwards to finish the project within the available funds. And remember, in the exam, keywords like required performance to stay within the budget are a dead giveaway. It's asking about TCPI. See you in next session.